Hi everybody, today we are going to be printing directly on fabric, and this is just one way to do it. It's the easiest way that I have found to do it with my printer. So let's get started. So we are printing our digital image onto fabric. I'm going to grab this pink piece of fabric here, and I'm going to cut it so that it is a little bit larger than my piece of paper, okay? And you'll want to go ahead and iron this. We're going to go ahead and, let's see. I'm going to come over here and cut this side also. So I have the frayed edge here, okay? And then come down here. I will be cutting these again. Okay, so I am going to print on the wrong side of my fabric here. That is on purpose. I want the other side to show. And so that is how I am going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and use double-sided tape around the outside of my paper. This is just one way that I print on fabric. I'm going to show you in 2 videos several ways of printing digitals onto fabric. I get this at my, I call it the $1.49 store. They put up a new sign. It's called the 99-cent market, but there's not very many things in there that are 99 cents anymore. Okay, I'm just going to go around the outside of this. You could use sticker paper. I'm trying to get my edge as close to the edge of the paper as possible. Okay. Okay. There's that. Okay, and I'm going to want to pull my pieces up. Again, this was double-sided tape. And I've been able to use this a couple of times. So, planning to do that this time. And so this is another way to alter fabric that you have to use it in a journal. It's part of our February fabric junk journal challenge here on Dear Julie Julie. We do a challenge each month, and this month our challenge journal, we are using fabric in a variety of ways in our journal. And to start off with, we are picking 5 ways to alter our fabric. Okay, so we want to get it on here as straight as we can get it. Remembering that every time that we pull off, we're making our side a little less stickier. Okay, you want to pull out any extra threads that are hanging around. Let's go ahead and we'll come one more time over to this edge. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cut that here. it does pull the fabric. Okay. And I'm going to use a page from the new Children of the Field, from the frosted zip file. So there's a zip file and all of the items in there. It's they're a vignette. And we need to go here. So I'm cutting my fabric down so that it is the same size. You know, I wonder if... No, it doesn't do any different. Okay. There we go. Okay. I think that is probably as good as it gets. Again, pull out any frayed, cut them off. And let's go see how this does. It feels like it's thinner than the cardstock I've been using, so I think we have a good chance. Okay, so here we go. Today I am printing from my windows. How's that? Are you able to see? Okay. So, lovely roses. Children in the Field. Frosted. And we'll go with these two. Okay, so I'm going to open that one. So I'm choosing my print. Okay. And then I'm going to go to print. I have my paper size. I'm going to change my paper to okay, so let's pull this down. I'm going to go to a matte inkjet paper, Ether, because it knows if it's HP. I'm going to leave my page margins normal. And mine is already set to be a photo. We can go to other settings. Oh well, we're going to go ahead and print. And here it is. Okay, we did have a little bit of compromise there. That's something that will happen where sometimes where there's wrinkles. So let's go ahead, pull this off. I'm going to try and be careful with it because I might want to use these pieces, this piece of paper again. I should be able to do at least one more. Okay, so there is my digital images printed onto the fabric, and I love the way those turned out. And I chose to put them on the wrong side so they would show up. You would still have the gingham look behind them. I think that is awesome. So I will be using this and adding and doing another page. But this gives me a cloth, beautiful cloth image to use in my journal. I do want to show you, while this was finishing, I went ahead and finished up the daisy embroidery, and I think that that would be really cute, like as a pocket, possibly on one of these pages. So just wanted to show you that I did finish this little embroidery that we started. This was the one that we used, the little daisy roller. And so thank you, Bonnie and Sheila. That was a lot of fun, and I will use it again and again because, of course, it's a daisy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, set this aside, and I think I'm going to do it again. I had another piece down here. Is it big enough? Let's pull all, because I'm thinking I want some little images from the digital, also frosted, to be able to use for other things. Okay, is it gonna fit? It's gonna be so close. Well, let's see here. Got a good base there. Go up to that edge there. Okay, and I'm going to cut this side. And I'm going to do everything the same, except for I'm going to use a different image. I'm going to use one of the mini ephemera pieces, and that will give me things that I can use to embellish more pages. Okay, so I'll be right back. And here we go. This one is a variety of the smaller images, including these little tiny images down here. You'll see the fabric did fold here, so I'll have that to contend with, but I think it will be usable, and I think I can do one more on this paper if I can get this off. Okay, so this was just with double-sided tape around the outside of a copy paper, and we were able to do, so far, we've done a page and this. And so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut myself another piece. This time I'm going to, let's see, this side looks like it's got less folds, because that's pretty messed up. Yeah, it probably would be pretty smart to go ahead, and I just went ahead and cut that off, or ripped that off. To go ahead and iron it, even starch it, maybe. So, wanting to take the pieces off from underneath because they will cause folds, and then you'll have the chance of pieces messing up. Okay, so let's go ahead and measure. We're going to cut right here. I think we can go ahead and lay this down. Try and go corner. Oh, I want the wrong side. Oh, and you know what? I think on this one I'll get the rights. Yeah, we'll get the right side on this one. I'm gonna cut something different this time, or print something different, I think. Okay, and we'll go over to this side. Now, when I'm printing this, this is the only thing that I'm putting in the printer. I don't want it to play, let's grab 5, or my printer will do that sometimes, grab 2 or 3. I don't want it, because it is basically a foreign object for it going in there. Okay. So I'm going to pull off all of the frayed pieces. Okay. And then I put the cleanest edge going in. So if there is, like, if it's lifting at all, then that is not the edge that I'm going to put in to go in. My printer, to feed it in so that it will print on this side, I have to put it in upside down. I'm just pulling out these lines. So this one I will put in like this. It will feed like this and print. Okay, we'll be back with that one. And I decided on the Patreon welcome gift, which gives me a receipt, some flinch cards, this postcard, some cards here, and this. I think this will be really fun to use in my projects. So we were able to use so far 3 times. And it's still really sticky. I think I could use it a couple more times. And so there is that. So let me show you what we've got for today. We have the welcome gift for the Patreons printed on fabric. We have one of the mini ephemera kit pages printed on fabric. So I used my printer and printed directly onto the fabric. I used a pink gingham that I have in my stash, and I love the way this turned out. I think I need another page for in my journal, and so I will probably go ahead. We've got this other little piece. I'll go ahead and print that. I'm thinking that maybe I should print the tags, and then I could use those like as a pocket, possibly. Let's see, where is, so I'm going to go ahead, put this on here one more time. Actually, I think I'll do another page. And our last one, we ended up with lines here, but this printed out really good. So let's see if we'll be able to. So that was 4 times that I was able to use those pages, those double stick, the double stick border. I'm really happy with that. And I have a good addition to what we've been doing. Wonder if maybe able to pull that over. Yeah, I like that. And it would give us a different look. So I'll do that. So come back and see what I do to play with what we have happening here. Okay, so we have 2 sets of pages. 2 sets of pages with beautiful frayed edges. We have our smaller ephemera that we'll be able to take and use on pages and cards. And I also did the welcome piece. So if you can imagine taking this and adding one of these onto it. And remember, we can do all of the other things too. We can still come in and add some of the painted and the stencils. All those things can be added as well. So there's my first way of printing on fabric, and that's just using your printer and the sticker paper. Now, if you have full sheets of sticker paper, you can go ahead and put your fabric on the full sheets of sticker paper, and you probably will have less of a chance of having the lines happen. Okay, so I'm very happy with these, and I'm excited to use these in the journal that I'm making for February. This is for the February Fabric Junk Journal Challenge 2022. If you're interested in the challenge, the details videos in the description box down below. We'd love to have you join us. I do have a couple other printing on fabric ideas, and so watch for those coming up during this week. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.